What's going on YouTube? This is Laron Henderson. Welcome to my YouTube channel where I do videos about tech, give any kind of tech information, any kind of tech news that might be going on. So my channels, I try to keep my channel as less technical as possible. To make sure that people who might be new to tech can understand how to use it and get a lot better with all the technical jargon out there. So my goal of my channel is to make my technology as easy as possible for those who are not as technical, understand how to use their technology better. But in today's video, it's going to be a little bit different. I'm going to go over the Super Nintendo Classic. This is my follow-up video to the Nintendo Classic, which if you want to see that video, it's going to be in the description. So be sure to check out the description to view that video. So in this one, let's talk about the Super Nintendo Classic. So the Super Nintendo is probably one of my favorite gaming systems of all time. So yeah, I really loved as a kid. About a lot of childhood memory. Got a lot of childhood memories with that system. So is it still worth it to pick one up in 2021? Just like when I picked up the Nintendo Classic, I wasn't really looking for it. I just happened to be in Best Buy and it was there, so I picked it up. It was about $10 more than Nintendo Classic, about 70 bucks, 80 bucks, something like that. Don't really remember the exact cost. So it was only a few left, so I pretty much got lucky when I found it. But this time around, you get two controllers instead of one. With the old Nintendo controller, the Nintendo Classic system, you only got one controller with it. So I think that's pretty cool for Nintendo to do that. And the Super Nintendo Classic controllers are also backward compatible with the Nintendo Classic system. So that's another good notch. I really like that because I prefer to play with Super Nintendo controllers myself. It feels a lot better than the NES controller, and it's also one of the evolution of controllers. As most systems today, like the PlayStation, Xbox, even Google Stadia and Amazon Luna, they borrowed their design from the Super Nintendo controller. And just like the old old Super Nintendo, the NES Classic has a 6-button layout, and you can see it right here. It has 4 face buttons and 2 shutter buttons and start and select. So, and the system, just like the Nintendo Classic, it comes with a charging brick, USB cable, and HDMI cable to connect it to your TV. So you have everything you need to get started and get the system set up. And the 6-button controller, again, was really something that was revolutionary at the time, especially for games like Street Fighter that needed 6 buttons to play. And it really gave you a lot more functionality with your games to play games like Super Mario World and Zelda. So just like the NES Classic, this one, it only comes with 23 games instead of 30 games with the Nintendo Classic, such as Star Fox 2, which was previously unreleased on the Super Nintendo, The Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past, Super Mario World, and Donkey Kong Country, and a few others. Also, like the NES Classic and the Nintendo Classic, there's no online access, so you can't download any new games to it. The only way to do so is pretty much to hack the system, but I'm not really going to go into that. There's plenty of other YouTube videos that can show you how to do that. I just won't be going on that here on my own channel. So overall, just like the Nintendo Classic, if you like old school games, want to relive some of your childhood memories like me, then I will say go ahead and pick up the Super Nintendo Classic. But Nintendo is no longer producing the NES Classic or the Super Nintendo Classic, so you have to pick it up on eBay or some other third-party website, or maybe at your local retro video game store. So that's all I got for now. I just want to unbox the system. Oh, just in case I forgot to show the system. If you haven't seen it before, this is what it looks like right here. And it has a little flap on it. You have to pull down the flap to reveal the controller ports, like so. And you can see the 2 controller ports right there. On the back, it has an HDMI input and the charging cable. So when you put the USB cable in to get power to the system. So that's it. That's all for this video. I just want to go over that. And like I said, if this is something you still want to pick it up, you have to pick it up from eBay or some other place or some other retro video game store that sells retro games and systems. So if you enjoyed this video, you want to see more retro content on the channel, let me know in the comments below. Also, let me know if you have these systems, the Nintendo Classic and the Super Nintendo Classic. Let me know what you think about them. Are you still playing it 4 or 5 years from now when it was first originally released? How hard was it for you to pick up when it was released? Or did you want one or just didn't get a chance to pick up one? I haven't got the Sega Genesis Classics. They do have that. I was a Nintendo kid growing up, and I enjoyed Sega Genesis as well, like games like Sonic, Golden Axe, all those sports games like Joe Montana Football, Lakers vs. Celtics. Those were some of my favorite games to play as a kid on the Sega Genesis. So I'm still up in the air about whether or not I want to pick up the Sega Genesis Classic or not. So if I do, I'll definitely do a video about it. But that's it for today's video, and I want to thank you guys for liking and subscribing. If you want to be notified when I upload new videos, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel and click the bell notification icon. So I want to appreciate everybody for watching. I want to appreciate all my subscribers, and see you in the next video.